Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's a beautiful evening tonight, in the summer evening, so if you want to come out and make a video, we'll be discussing this right here. If this is a good buy in 2026, hell, getting kind of close to 2027 now, a 2011 to 2016 Ford Super Duty, whether it's the gasser or the 6.7 Power Stroke. So let's get straight into it. So I feel like this will be a really good topic to talk about, kind of discuss what I've seen, my own experiences, because this is a 2016 model. You know, this style right here ran 2011 to 2016. This one does have the 6.7 Power Stroke diesel. And, you know, this style, let's face it, not exactly new whatsoever anymore. You know, 2011, first year it came out, already 15 years old. Like, as I said, this one's a 2016, but it was actually manufactured in 15. So this sucker's already been on the road 11 years, and I am the second owner of it. I got it in June of 2017 when I was 19 years old. So I was 19 when I got it. I'm 28 now. And hey, listen, you know, a little under 143,000 miles and 11 years old is nothing for a diesel, but owning it from the ages of 19 to 28 and still having it this nice, I mean, you know, sure, you got some little chips in the paint, your typical battlefield wounds, got wound scars going down the road, especially these bigger tires, but this thing's still in pretty damn good shape. I've taken really good care of it. Your interior shot, actually I just got it washed the other day. Just cleaned the inside a bit today too. We're at 142,933 on it. But yeah, this thing's held up really good. The only issues I've had, outside of course, normal oil change, fuel filters, which fuel filters are a must on here. I mean, obviously it's with any vehicles, but this does have that damn high pressure CP4 pump on it. I haven't done the DCR conversion. I probably should. I keep saying I will one day. But, you know, I've done the fuel filters, every oil change, and I always run the Arch Oil fuel additive. I learned that from the Power Stroke Help channel way back in the day, you know, when I first started watching those videos to be informed of maintenance on there. You know, rest in peace, Bill. But, you know, yeah, I've had nothing, really no major issues at all with this truck. Let me think, what all have I done? Of course, your regular oil changes every 5,000 miles. It recommends you can go 7,500 miles. I just do 5,000 personally. I also do rotate my tires at every oil change. You know, when you do it too, get a good look at your front end, brakes, all that. The only things I've replaced, yeah, I'll finally get that now. Of course, gone through a couple sets of calipers at this point. And brake calipers on Ford trucks seem to be a fairly common issue. I actually just did one about 2 months ago because I did the oil change, was rotating the tires. Of course, like usual, take a look at the brakes. One side, this side, the driver's side, looked a little thinner than the passenger. So that told me caliper was probably starting to stick a bit. Maybe could have lasted a little while longer, but didn't want to get a surprise, especially since the next week after that, the girlfriend and I were going on a trip up to Wisconsin, so just went ahead and changed that. But yeah, it's another thing too. Like I said, a couple sets of calipers. Oh, that front axle U-joint, I know it's fairly common. That front U-joint will start clunking around for the 4x4. I just went and replaced the whole axle. Not too hard to replace. And I did recently also do I had a serpentine belt, or the idler pulley was starting to squeak a little bit. And in fact, I'll show you, pop the hood with what little you will be able to see. But it was starting to squeak a little bit, mainly really only when it was cold or rainy out. You can't see it too much, but as you can imagine though, I figured, you know, the one pulley I was able to touch, right, I was able to kind of stick my hand down there, fiddle around, I felt the play. But I said, you know what, if I'm gonna go through all this, because I already take the duct work out, no big deal, get the belt off, I said, I'm just gonna freshen up. We'll do a serpentine belt, both idler pulleys, and the tensioner. The pulleys and the tensioner is 1, 2, 3, but man, I'm not gonna lie, that belt was a pain in the ass though. It definitely did give me a run for my money, because, you know, it's so tight and the belt's so long. So that one did take a little bit, I'm not even denying it. You know, I've done plenty of belts in the past, you know, my old small block Chevys or Fords I had in the past, and, you know, like an old 302 or 350. Yeah, those I get 1, 2, 3, but yeah, this one took me a bit. But hey, we got it figured out and shouldn't have to worry about it for a very long time now. One other issue I did have, this is under warranty, that vacuum pump, it started leaking a little bit of oil. So I guess they weren't torqued right from the factory, so that bolt over time will back out and loosen up. Took it to my Ford dealer, and they changed the whole pump out for me. Give me no issue. I mean, that was like 5 years ago, I think around 56,000 miles. So yeah, they were great. Shout out to Art Hill Ford in Maryville, Indiana, who I go with for my parts and everything too. They've always been good to me. And outside of that, I really haven't had that much to replace on this truck, other than just normal maintenance, normal wear and tear. Oh, and then the HVAC control module, that was the only other warranty job it had to have done. The HVAC control module went out. It was the summer of 2019, really hot summer day. I got off work, freaking air when it turned on, but it was still under warranty for everything then, so took it to Ford and they replaced it for me. But yeah, mechanically though, this thing's been great. I do need to replace my bed rail cross members because they are starting to rot out a bit, because it's in that, it really started in that one spot. I know you can't see because it's getting dark, but I'm almost too embarrassed to even show it. But you know, it started to really go in that spot where they put some foam right up on the bed by the cross member too, the spot where it's hard to really thoroughly wash, and it started and it spread. So yeah, soon I'm gonna take the bed off and we're just gonna replace all of them. I know a little bit of bed floor right around it will probably be patched too, so I'll pull the bed off and send it off to a fabrication shop, have them patch it up, and we'll be good after that. And then I'm gonna undercoat the whole underneath too, frame, all that. But now I make all this video to say that I do think these trucks are well worth it. Definitely, you know, if you see one though that say you're gonna get one and it's all, you can just tell it hasn't been taken care of, it's beat to hell, might want to turn the other way, because I will tell you, these trucks are literally like your girlfriend or your wife, as the Boss Garage once said, the YouTuber The Boss Garage, except I think he did say about the 5.4 Triton. But anywho, same principles though. If you keep up with the oil changes, fuel filters changed, you know, all that, you do all your regular maintenance, they will be good to you. But once you start forgetting that, you know, like you forget to give your lady flowers on Valentine's Day or her birthday or anniversary, it's gonna treat you pretty bad. I feel like these trucks are so equivalent to that. Yeah, I plan on keeping this thing for many years to come. As I've said, I got it when I was 19, had it since 2017. And hey, I mean, that alone, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of that. I've had it, I got a younger age, haven't totally destroyed it. Gonna really try to keep it that way. Truck is deleted and tuned too. All depends where you live, if you can do that or not. I mean, here in the Midwest in Indiana, never had any issues. I know certain states are more finicky about that than others, but I mean, literally in the Midwest, pretty much almost all these trucks I see are deleted. Maybe not almost all, but a very good portion of them. Is that I feel like they just run so much better, sounds better, you get a little more power. And you know, I just run a very light tune, you know, I'm not dogging it constantly. And I only have the 4-inch exhaust, I didn't even go 5-inch, because the 4-inch is nice, because it still has a little bit of a rumble to it, but the drone on the inside of the cab isn't like so loud where you can't even hear yourself talk. So that's kind of nice in a sense. But yeah, if you see one of these for a good deal, I wouldn't hesitate on picking it up. In the next video, we'll talk about what things you should look out for on it, or what you should just automatically do if you get one, you know, such as your maintenance stuff to keep these going. Because I know these trucks also were a big improvement over the 6.0 and the 6.4 era. I mean, hey, 6.0s, the thing is, when I was looking for a diesel back in the day, I actually wanted a 6.0, but you know, we all know how finicky those can be. And I said, oh, I'll get one just stud up, and then I ended up just going with the 6.7. And I don't know, maybe I'll still one day get a 6.0. 6.4s, I don't know, I've just heard and seen way too many of the horror stories. So 6.7, my opinion, is where it's at. I'd recommend these over and over again. But you know, yeah, just take care of it. You know, it'll do what you need it to do. These things can tow a lot. Like I said, occasionally I tow with it. Not every day, but when I do, it comes in handy. And another thing too, you know, in the 9 years I've had this truck, it's got me through some very catastrophic, sorry, smacked my hand because this mosquitoes landed on me. It's got me, there's some very catastrophic weather here in the Midwest, especially in the state of Indiana. Some really snowy winters, all the ridiculously heavy rain we've had this summer and floodings. I've gotten through some pretty catastrophic weather with this, and never fails. And yeah, also too, I've drove this thing about 4 or 5 times to Florida and back, from Indiana to Florida and back. It's been on plenty of trips up to Wisconsin, Michigan. And that's it too. These trucks are very comfy for long road trips. Very comfy for that. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're thinking about getting one, I'd highly recommend it. I'll do a next video. We'll kind of talk about things you should look for, and maybe when it's time to walk away. But if you can find one that you can trust, the owner is a straight shooter, they've taken good care of it, by all means, I'd say jump on it. And you know what we'll do before I go here? We'll do one more shot. I'll show off the interior a little bit too. This is the Lariat edition. The WeatherTech floor, best floor mats you can get in my opinion, because these get pretty dirty, work and stuff, but carpet still looks almost brand new. Yeah, I clean this thing very regularly, at least once a week, once every other week. That's why they still looking new. Yeah, definitely helps putting the leather seat cleaner, because it keeps it kind of slippery, so when you get out, you're sliding, it's a little less likely to tear soon. Yeah, your trailer brake module light, I need to fix that. Yeah, apart from that, no lights on. Pretty close to under 43,000. That sound just never gets old. Very important to upgrade this cold side turbocharged pipe, because the funny thing is, back in the day when I deleted this, probably about 4 or 5 years ago now at this point, I was so eager to to hear it and drive it. So I knew I had to upgrade that pipe though, but I said, all right, let me just, get the delete, get the tune on, the exhaust pipe on, take it for a ride, and got it right around the block. It blew off because that little bit extra boost, because the factory ones on here do suck. We'll definitely cover that in the next video. But while you need to upgrade those, shot with the lights. Yeah, if you got any more questions about these trucks, just let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. But yeah, again, once again, I'd highly recommend it. Talk to you later.